Farming iron is going to be a big part of your life here in New World, especially if you do want to be leveling up most of the crafting stuff. I will here show you the route that I usually run. I usually do it at odd hours though, so I will not encounter as many people running around when I do it normally as I will do right now, which is basically prime time for farming, I would say. However, it is here in Everfall. But first of all, let me show you a pretty simple way where you can see if there is going to be iron in the area. My route does seem to be a little bit strange, but it does work pretty well in terms with the respawns and everything else. However, let me just quickly show you how you do see if there is iron nearby. You can go into your resource location here, and then you find the iron ore, which is located in the highland. The highland looks like this, which is this area right here, and basically that is going to be what we're going to be focusing on. Usually, now there's corruption here, so I can't really be asked, but I start by this bear claw shrine. I go and take these nodes that's going to be basically right outside, usually 5 of them if you're really lucky. Then I run down and check this area here and follow all the way up here around to this area, and instead of just running back down, then if you run over here, there's gonna be a cave where you'll actually find a lot of iron in as well, and a little bit of Oricalcum right here. We're gonna go through most of this route right here. I don't know how much of it is actually gonna be up, but I can guarantee you, if you have it all to yourself, you will make a frick ton of iron in no time. Remember to use your plus mining gear and your food buffs as well. But as said, literally right outside the fast travel shrine, there is 5 nodes that spawn right here. Very easy to get to. I have put on the proficiency booster and I have equipped a little bit of food buff. But all you need to do is basically just stay in this area. As said, I'm not going to go south this time around simply because that there is going to be all that corruption, and can't really be asked to deal with that right now. We did start out getting a lot of iron right there. Already now we're up to 177, and we haven't even started the run so far. You will find 2 earth cracks up here as well. Might as well pick them up when you are here. You can go up into the forest. The only thing that is kind of annoying with doing this is that in this part of the map you're going to be facing quite a lot of feline animals, and the felines has some kind of weird huge aggro range. Even me being level 60, I end up pulling them all the time. It is usually just a one hit to get them down anyway, but it is just a little bit of annoyance. And I'm not saying that this is the best way to farm iron, but this is what works best for me, and I have farmed a lot of it. I'll make sure to try to include a map so you can see exactly the route that I'm running. However, if you also want, there is also the map resource online where you can go and just basically plan out what you want to be searching for and such. I've been using it quite a lot as well, but honestly, it's pretty simple. Just look at the map, see what kind of colors fits what you want to do, and then you go after that. Iron is also a really good way to make a little bit of gold, simply because everybody is going to need it, and everybody is going to need a lot of it. The one thing that might end up being a little bit annoying right now is simply all the flux is going to be increasing quite a lot after the latest update. We've only been clearing this little area down here so far, and we already have 700 iron ores on us. It is really good. The respawn time of iron seems to be somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes, which is also why it's not important, but it is why whenever I go up here, I end up going to that cave afterwards and simply then turning back down to the spirit shrine, because then it is gonna be respawned. I have tried to do it the other way around, just not even go to the cave, but just run back down here, and I've had quite a lot of it not be respawned yet. So do yourself the favor, you are gonna find a lot of iron in the cave. I'm gonna go and show you in a moment anyway, but it's worth it, especially if you are 175. You're going to be able to mine a little bit of Oricalcum that is over there as well, which you are going to be using for the late game stuff. In the beginning, when I started to play New World, usually I actually ended up going south from the Spirit Shrine. This area over here has always been my preferred one to run around and farm the iron in. However, I do find the south part, like anything south of the Spirit Shrine, to be a lot more contested than what is going on up here north. I don't know if it's simply just because it's the more of the PvP missions. Not even PvP missions, more of the town board missions and such is going on in that area with the woodland links and such. It's just, you basically have this entire area for yourself, and yeah, I mean, isn't that essentially what we want? We just want to be left alone, do our thing, grab our iron, and continue with our day. I mean, that is usually what I'm trying to do whenever I'm out and farming. I'm always trying to optimize my time to get as much resources as possible. That is also why I do tend to use the proficiency boosters that you can make in engineering. They simply give you that little extra bit of material whenever you run around and try to gather anything. So essentially you're saving just a little bit of time. Obviously we're using the lock food and our lock gear as well, just in the little bit of hope that we are going to be able to get ourselves some nice gems and maybe even some Fey Iron as well, running around doing this. But I'm trying to just stall you a little bit as well, so you get an idea of just how much iron we're actually finding here. I know it's going to be a little longer video than I initially wanted it to be. I think I'm actually going to have already included the map that I'm running in the beginning of this video, just so you can see, and if you are not really into just listening to me ramble about a little bit of everything, then you can go out and just follow the map, do it, and well, then I just hope you're not on Vicina on EU, where the server transfers has also now opened, so we actually get to get new friends. Yay! We've now spent 8 minutes since we started down at the Spirit Shrine. We've made it up here. We're gonna be running down to this cave just a little bit west of Salt Hollow, and from there we're just gonna go back to the Spirit Shrine. If we are all by ourselves, everything is gonna have respawned whenever we go back, so it should be nice and easy. And the real reason that I want to go to that cave is actually over here. You're gonna find a big and a small node of Oricalcum. It is, as I said, just a little bit north of the entrance to the cave. So if you can mine it, it's definitely worth checking. This will not have respawned if you do 2 laps though. I think it has like half an hour respawn time. I'm actually not even sure about that, but it does take a lot longer to respawn than iron does. However, if you do see it here, remember to pick it up. You might get some pretty decent gems. And, damn, I really thought that I would be able to time it with getting some cool gems, but apparently not. But yeah, it is very nice, and you're gonna need it to make your Oricalcum tools. You're gonna need it for making the armor and such late game. So if you see it around, I would definitely encourage you to just go around and pick it up. And from the Oricalcum, we're just gonna run straight down here. In this little corner, you're gonna find 3 nodes, which obviously you're just gonna pick it up, and we're now at 1500 iron in probably like 10 minutes. So if we're really lucky, then we're gonna get close to I would say 1800 from a simple run like this, and it just does not take very long. You can also see the mobs are very low level, so chances you aggro are very low, unless you're of course doing this at a little lower level. You are gonna find a little bit of supply stock in here as well. Just gonna run right past it now because I just want to get my iron and get out of here. It can actually be pretty easy to look for this and miss it in here. So I'm just gonna show you where all of them are, at least the ones that I've found. I might have even missed some of them, but oh, yeah, I aggroed that guy. Give him a tab with our spade. Got 2 nodes right here as well. There is one more up here. If you go out on the other side of the cave, you're going to be finding a lot of the, what are they called, soul sprout or whatever that flower. But we're not going to be too interested in that. You will also find some river cress in the area right there. But with that iron, we have now gotten 1809 in 12 minutes of farming. And obviously, you could just Hearthstone. Why do I want to call it Hearthstone? Recall back to the to your inn, do the spirit shrine again, but obviously that is also going to be a little bit more pricey now that you weigh a little more. So what we're going to do is just we're going to take a quick old hike down here and then start it all over again. And it is now 14 minutes later, and right here we have all the iron respawned and are ready to do it all once again. So if you do find this useful, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Give us a like as well, because it does really help. I'm struggling with the YouTube algorithm as it is, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any other good spots that we need to be testing out. But thank you so very much for watching.